harbinger of destruction. I am but a herald of cosmic rebirth. Our purpose is not to sow chaos, but to embrace the inevitable evolution that awaits us all. Humanity is insignificant, pitiful in its smallness. Our existence is a fleeting whisper in the cosmic winds, and only by awakening Cthulhu can we transcend our feeble existence. In one profound act, we can shake the foundations of the universe. Let us awaken Cthulhu, for in his awakening lies the catalyst for a cascading effect that will reshape the cosmos, and a new order shall emerge. The path ahead is treacherous, fraught with challenges, yet it is the only path worth treading. Let us forge a destiny that transcends the mundane.
A Cthulhu-themed city builder. No way. And it's exactly like Anno 1800, but a little bit different too. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a very brutal and very creepy city builder that certainly has a lot of great aspects to it. If you love yourself some Cthulhu and or anything to do with H.P. Lovecraft, that whole vibe is certainly present here in this game, as well as some interesting elements for a very cool city builder. It's presented very well. In fact, some of the characters on screen are also presented like those in Anno 1800 or even in 1404 and other games as well. Those are just a few that I've played, and I love myself some city builders. So if you do too, make sure you smash that like button to let the YouTube algorithm know you want to see more city builders on the channel and in general in your feed, and then of course subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Now, good news for those of you who didn't skip past this part. Remember, the name of the game is Worshippers of Cthulhu, and it's also a free demo on Steam. So everybody can play this, as you see in the lower right corner. It's just a pre-alpha demo, so no real word on an actual release date yet that's solid, but it certainly seems to be a very solid concept so far. If you've also seen games like Republic of Pirates on the channel, it certainly has that 1800s vibe, and then also, of course, well, Cthulhu. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into our first look at this awesome new city builder that's got me very hyped. I like what I see so far, and I'd like to play some more Worshippers of Cthulhu. Let's go.
Never wavering, my venerable High Priest. Your guidance has proven prophetic. The structure before us, etched with our Lord's symbols, emerged as if unveiled in our approach. A certain sign of our fated arrival to this prophesied land. We've reached the edge of his holy realm, Raila.
Oh, wow. To deconstruct an object, select it, and your people will begin the salvage process. Your people can only salvage one object at a time. Oh, I see a ship crash.
We may scavenge the fundamental provisions required for our settlement from the remnants of our ship's shattered hull. Your steadfast acolyte shall heed your command, toiling tirelessly at your behest.
Ooh. Alright, the water looks very good, and the landscape looks very good as well. It does remind me a little bit of Republic of Pirates, though, as I'm not seeing massive rolling hills, but still, there does appear to be elevation and plenty of places to build. Now, going back to what I mentioned earlier, the demo seems to be about 3 hours, so it's likely that we won't be able to see everything here, but we certainly can get a foothold and see what some of the basic features are. To build buildings, select the bottom menu and picking any from the chosen category. Buildings require materials to be spent and a builder's shack in its vicinity to be constructed. To rotate is Q and E, and to demolish hold Q. Oh, and that's going to bring up the radial.
Our resources are dwindling, High Priest. Perhaps it's time your followers have proven their worth by constructing a lumberjack and lumber mill to secure our survival.
Wow, I love this music too. So, you know, recently one of my favorite games on the channel has been Dredge, and also another game called Still Wakes the Deep. Then I've also, of course, been playing Republic of Pirates, and I'm a big fan of Anno 1800, and so this is certainly giving a vibe to all of that. What the hell is supposed to come out of here? All right. Well, let's get started with our objectives then, and we'll look around a little bit more as we play. It looks like we've got some initial buildings here. Oh, we're actually demolishing one building at a time. Okay, so that's what they mentioned. So while we wait, then, I guess we should maybe gather more materials. Also, to clear the way for construction, maybe we'll build a lumber mill down here or something. So we click once to give the order to deconstruct, and then again to collect it. We've got ourselves what looks to be faith up here. We've got total citizens, which is 0 for now. Faith income at 0. Oh, homeless actually don't count towards citizens, so I guess they can't work until they've got a home. Initiates available, acolytes, and then disciples. So that's going to be our different classes. So very much Anno 1800 like that, or Anno in general. This is also an island known as Dream Shroud, so it's likely that we're going to go to other islands. And look at that! We got planks, wood, cow farms, and butchers, and we've got higher fertility for those as well. And we can also gather raw iron, sandstone, sand, and pylons here. So definitely going to be going to other islands in order to, and the camera won't let us go there yet, but definitely going to be building on other islands to gather all those resources. All right, as they mentioned, we've got a build menu down here, we've got a dirt road, and we've got a grid-based city builder, so goodbye. Goodbye to many of you. See ya. And let's see, we've also got lumber mill and lumberjack. So the lumberjack, boom, there's its area of effect and its percentage. Yep, exactly. Very nice. Now, I think we found out about this at the Summer Games Fest earlier this year, as well as Republic of Pirates before that. And so I'm really delighted to see more Anno-like games, but in a formula that Anno probably would never touch, because there's really, I don't know, there's enough content here for a story, but I don't know if it would fit a prolonged, like, you know, DLC-filled experience of like a decade or something like that. So let's go ahead and build a road to these two. Oh yeah, the road building is just as easy as I expected. And this large pylon here does seem to act like a market. Also a lot of other wrecked buildings around that, so let's go ahead and connect all this up. And we'll also build ourselves a lumber mill to go along with the lumberjack. They'll be able to produce planks out of that, so let's go ahead and build that somewhere nearby. I don't want it to lower the productivity there, but we'll keep it somewhere close, but yet far away. There we go. The Builder Shack provides one more builder team that can travel via roads and construct your structures. Each builder team is capable of building one building at a time. Okay, so we can't just insta-build in this game. We also have to support our builders by building more builders.
But it will be a true trial of your followers' capabilities to see if they can deliver on our expectations.
Let's see if this is close enough here. Also Q and E to rotate. Let's take a look at the buildings as well. They do look rather good as they're blueprinted before they're built. And I do like the multiple phases for construction. And the green light coming out of the building, of course. So yeah, very nice looking structure there with a big old backyard. Cool. So the builders are now making their way towards the construction sites, as they mentioned. So we'll build 2 lumberjacks. We'll figure out what the ratios here are too. With a production management game like this, you're more than likely going to have ratios of like, you know, 2 cotton farms to 1 textile mill or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to figure out what the exact ratios are for each and every different piece of the puzzle. Looks like we're losing faith, so that's probably something we'll gain over time. Oh, it looks like this building here acts as a main storage. So it is somewhat of a warehouse slash a marketplace. And there's one of our lumber mills and lumberjacks. On the top, the UI shows the number of available workers and homeless who are not able to work. To turn homeless followers into workers, provide them with housing. So no one can work without a house. Cthulhu refuses it. OSHA.
High priest, the erection of houses is necessary.
Whoa, sir.
Homeless followers will not perform.
Relax. Okay, so we can click one at a time. I'd also like to click and drag and see if we can do that too, but we'll just start with 4 homes here. And we may also build a dock at some point too. And we'll continue to clear homes as well to make sure that we've got plenty of space for new buildings. Yeah, it looks like there's buildings all over this island, and also something here called a ruin clearing cost of 12. Okay, that's a little bit like Against the Storm in my mind, and it certainly has that environment too with the constant rain, but it does look pretty. Very nice. And I think we need to build multiple builder teams. Can we actually, are we permitted to do that? I feel like we should have more of these. Absolutely. I think we should plop 2 of these together so we can have multiple build teams at a time. And we'll continue to clear ruins. And, of course, no one could work here. So the hand means that there is an insufficient labor force. So builders should then be coming to build the houses. Luckily, the builders do automatically build their own construction site, so that's good. Wow, these people look sickly and scary. I love it. And we are supposed to build 3 houses, but we'll start with 4. Population obviously will only increase, so we can get ahead of that and start building our blocks 2 by 2, just in case something needs to be delivered, like water or fire protection or something like that. Oh, there we go. Yep, multiple builders was a good call. To assign an employee, select the plus icon in the building's UI and select an unemployed follower. Each employee can only be assigned to 1 workplace. Production buildings will either generate items from the environment or turn one material into another, right? So we're either harvesting raw resources or manufacturing something from those raw resources. The performance indicates how fast a material is produced. To see what influences production time, see the factor section of the UI. Interesting. Okay, so then a little bit of Banished here.
Your disciples stand prepared for labor, High Priest. Select your devoted followers and initiate the ceaseless work to advance our cause.
Good, good. Okay, so it looks like we can actually have them specialize in different things. Like, oh, the families themselves are good at different things, so either good at clam collecting, okay. All right, well, let's do this then. We'll have one there logging.
Workers, O High Priest.
We'll have another one here working. We'll have another one here
Workers, O High Priest.
doing, making planks out of the sawmill, and then we'll need a clam thing, which they'll probably tell us about in just a moment. Let's see if it's unlocked, though.
High Priest, the production of planks remains sluggish. Disassemble the remnants of those who came before us and claim their resources. Their failure may yet enrich the soil upon which our cult will thrive.
You know, he reminds me of Gus Fring from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul with how he kind of speaks in a way. He has that kind of slower tone about him. There is so much stuff everywhere to claim at the beginning here. Even parts of the boat remain. Our initial ship here, and it looks like a tower, although that doesn't look like it could be deconstructed. Kind of cool to continue to clean up everything. Alright, so we're supposed to gather 20 planks here to begin with.
There are no materials, O High.
Oh, good.
We will be rewarded.
Performance is slow due to a lack of workers' zeal. So at least we're providing some things there for them. Oh, goody. Looking at the rocks and everything there, this is looking rather nice for its setting. And I also see some buildings that perhaps could be reclaimed, which would be interesting too. Done.
My High Priest, there is a matter that needs your attention and judgment. Show them the might of our God. Make them fear and feel the ecstasy of life.
Oh, we're going to do some good old-fashioned sacrifices? New quest, the Deep One. To thank the Old One for allowing them to arrive on this land, your people prepare ritual firewood spires. Uh-oh. Each spire holding 2 caught animals struggling against the ropes and captives brought along during the long voyage. The captives, a young man and a woman, scream with torn voices, crazed eyes, and deep bruises in their bodies. You're asked to throw the torch to begin the celebrations. Wow, so we're sacrificing a couple people and some animals immediately. All right, now we've hit Frostpunk levels of desperation and torture. Great. All right, so it definitely qualifies as that. Come closer and light the spires at the exact place where the flames will eat the sacrifices at a maddeningly slow pace. Oh, and the rewards are hidden. Without hesitation, light the spires on fire. Release the sacrifices from the spires. Well, I think everybody would be mad at me if I didn't choose the absolute worst option for these guys, so let's go with that one. As the last breath is drawn from the sacrifices and the cultist excitement reaches its peak, suddenly something changes. People begin to scream and yell. You see a glimpse of a vision they see, a majestic tendrils of God slithering from the chasm, dripping in blood and gore covering the ground. Where the gore falls, a new material packet is unearthed. The vision fades and your consciousness with it. 15 planks. Thank you, Cthulhu. Alright, well that's good. Choices matter. Bro, who gave Cthulhu a gun?
High Priest, have your senses been rekindled? At the culmination of the ritual, both of us fell into unconsciousness.
Eldritch Favor allows you to settle sacred lands and unlock new buildings. Enter the Eldritch Favor menu by interacting with the icon in the building menu or by left-clicking button on the building. Alright.
And in that state, our God spoke to us through images and visions revealing the sacred truth. Vision of a perfect temple hanging by the edge of the holy abyss. Speak the command, High Priest, and we shall erect this maiden monument bestowed upon us by our sovereign.
You want me to build a monument over there? Oh, and look at this. These crazy stairs going down there, too. Unlock a sacrifice altar in the Eldritch Favor window. Oh, it's going to be like Book of Laws, maybe? Oh, what are these here? Some sort of a milestone that's filling up left and right. Alright, to unlock the building, select it and spend your Eldritch Favor to unlock it in the Favor window. Wow, look at all this stuff. Oh, and they're all quest-based, too. Interesting. Oh, and there's quite a bit more here. All sorts of different faith income points related to this as well. And sacrificial altars, too. Alright, that's cool. Let's go, I guess, with the first one then, the sacrifice altar. And I guess we'll research that, or it'll be immediate once we've exited the window. There's Dogma, a list of cult members, followers, production, and finances. Yes, even Cthulhu has to report to the IRS, or his ass will go to the federal prison. He wants to take over the world and all these other crazy things, but, you know, bro can't avoid owing 37%. All-powerful and all-knowing.
High Priest, it is imperative that the sacrificial altar be erected at the designated location, facing the abyss that lies at the heart of this realm.
Done. Okay, so the builders are going to come over and build that giant sacrificial diving board, essentially. Let's build a road that goes over there. So we can repair here, ascend, or demolish. Oh, and actually they're building it without even a road connected to it. Okay, so that doesn't need a road particularly, but I'm still going to build one. Nice. Job done. It's a kitty.
Ordained by the Deep One, execute thy destiny. Hearken to my mandates, and at the culmination, arouse the Great One.
Dude, your mic was on. What the hell is he talking about? New ritual unlocked. Ritual for favor. This ritual allows you to obtain favor by carving an effigy and making it a sacrifice. We'll unlock favor and devotion. As faithful, you could ask for blessings from your god. Among them, ask for eldritch favor needed for the construction and unlocking of buildings. Huh.
Perceive not your station as immutable. Demonstrate worth through sacrificial tributes.
Okay. Yeah, so it does not look like we can click and drag for housing blocks. We have to place them one at a time, so that's kind of... but that's okay. Not too big of a deal. Demon summoning materials are lowering. Goods, semi-products, and building materials, as well as some of you who just clicked to this part of the... Hey, did someone just click to this part of the video and skip the whole beginning and wonder what game this is and what it's like, and you're saying, that, oh, this is like Anno 1800. They carbon copied it. Skip the beginning. Hey, you go back to the beginning right now. Okay? You go watch that intro. Well, we'll see you when you get back. You goober. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. Cool, they made it. All right. We were waiting for you. Hey, look at these homes, by the way. Oh. they're all like sacrificial flames here. They don't necessarily look like campfires or anything for eating or heating. They look very weird. Complete the first sacrifice to the Lord in order to gain favor. All right. Begin the ritual. Oh, we can add materials to it. Oh. Or we could carve a different effigy. Listen to that chanting.
We will awaken.
That reminds me of the throat singing from Dune.
The fire was kindled, my high priest. We must hastily commune with your faithful followers.
Interact with the bonfire to listen to your people. Oh yeah, there it is. So they're definitely doing some weird stuff around fire. Guys, this is a fire hazard. OSHA's gonna shut us down, you guys.
Encountering the herald of our God and the living conditions of your flock distort their minds. Pitiful, unenlightened souls. Yet, we should attend to their primal needs to amend this distraction. I have carefully recorded the needs of the faithful within their houses, all for your noble purpose.
More than likely food.
Honor the teachings.
All right, let's complete the ritual. All right, never mind. I think that was a bad idea.
Embrace your destiny.
Wow. Enter a house to check on the follower's needs. That was cool as hell. Damn. There's at least 8, 9, or maybe 10 tickles. That kind of tickled a little bit. Your people generate more faith and work harder the more needs that you fulfill. In the house UI, you can see your followers' needs. Okay. So here we can see this guy wants cooked corn.
To establish his land, you shall show our exertion to his favor, perform the ritual, gain sacred knowledge, and witness the expansion of our cult.
Yeah. A little bit of a cult simulator here, too. So this guy wants cooked corn, clams, robes, elder's temple to be built or within range, and then also a re-educator? Like kind of a school or something like that in order to... Well, these are all needs, so this is likely to upgrade to the next tier. So we can then start with that. So, alright, so how do we build all that stuff? How do we do farming?
Fulfill the prophecy.
Begin another ritual, perhaps? What else can we carve? Oh, they're all randomized, it looks like. Some of these have 31, 32, 33. There was a 34 there. I'm not sure what the difference is here other than just a slightly higher or lower value based on when we click or if we re-roll.
Do you hear his whisper?
I do. I think.
Worship the great.
Okay, they actually have to bring all that stuff back to that market, so that's pretty crazy. Okay, build an elder's temple and get that within the range of all the workers. Okay. Do we unlock anything else through this? Just that, okay. So that's where we go to unlock things through the building unlock menu there. And I'm glad we're getting more prayers and things done so we can unlock more stuff. And that's found here. Yep, exactly as I suspected. It'll be a ranged-based building. Influence buildings such as elder temples will influence and fulfill your flock's needs in its range. To see if the building's range reaches your follower's home, select it or look for it under the house UI. Okay. So it's got to be within... oh, I see. The little plum blobs there from The Sims have to be all lit up in order to have achieved the range. Alright, so what we could do here is... How many homeless do we have? Total citizens 8, homeless 4. So let's continue to build a few more homes, especially on this left side. Ritual for favors ready to claim.
Do you hear his whisper?
Woo! Here it comes, boys. Hungry. Okay, let's get back to building those houses. So let's build a few standard homes. And I think I'll keep these to 2x2s, and then we'll just build another 2x1 there. Then let's build those roads. I'm surprised that we're starting with, you know, things other than food first. Clams and corn. We're making like clam chowder. This is like a founding of American simulator. Like the American colonies. Alright, now we got to go back to check on anything. Okay, nothing new there. But now we can build our... Not that, the other one. There it is, the Elder's Temple. Just want to plop that down there. And I think I want to do the same here too, but we're going to need more planks. Builders are going to be hard at work then. So let's keep pre-laying out some of our roads. I'll build a couple more roads over here. And we'll keep deleting these things if we can. Looks like some of these can't be deleted, but some of them can. Wow. They even put in all the wood framing and everything. I mean, that's really cool that you can see how they frame everything before putting on any sort of, I don't know, button board or plaster or whatever they're, shingles, whatever they're putting on there to build it.
Embrace your destiny.
Wow, that looks freaky. We need to do this of every worker, so we're going to build another one over here. So hopefully that range is covered, and this will be covered as well. We need more planks. So let's certainly get those. There we go. Nice that they put these houses here just so we can get a few more materials right away.
Our work for our God.
And our work is very slow due to the fact that we don't really have much going on in terms of supplying our workers. New Quest birthday! Oh, happy birthday! Hey, say happy birthday down below in the comment section if you watched this far. Oh, look at that. Look at how happy she is on her birthday. Oh, that's great. In so much pain. Amidst a birthday celebration, a family decides to offer captured homeless souls to the Deep One in exchange for a blessing. The crowd cheers, and white-robed girl lies spread upon the table, her grin unsettlingly wide as she awaits the gentle touch of the blade. You're called upon to honor the house and conduct the ritual. Let's see. Without hesitation, plunge the blade into her chest. Before committing the deed, you perform a speech to your people. Refuse to kill the girl. Plunge the blade into her hand, proclaiming that the offering of blood blesses the crowd. Now let's make a big O speech. The crowd grows increasingly impatient as you conclude your words. Some among them lick their lips, eagerly anticipating the moment. The white-robed girl on the table writhes in apparent pleasure, her eyes pleading for the dagger's touch. With a swift motion, you drive the blade straight into her heart. The ritual reaches its zenith, and people sprawl on the ground, crawling towards the spreading pool of blood. Consumed by a fervor, in her final moment, the girl's face freezes in a silent scream, immortalized by the sacrificial act. Damn. It was worth the wait then. It's like when you barbecue all day, you know? Or like wait for the turkey on Thanksgiving. It's worth the wait, you know? And that was probably Sweet Baby Ray's too. Sweet Baby Ray's is pretty fire. Wasn't his blood. Go ahead and add a few more houses then. I'm sure we're going to need more workers. And we'll build some more roads. Roads? I love the constant, like, siren in the background, or like the wail of what sounds like a foghorn. Very cool.
First requirement of followers fulfilled. Witness how their zeal rises, marking the increase in productivity and obedience.
Good.
Our work for our God.
Good, good. Okay, we're going to build a corn plantation, a corn cooker. We're going to give corn to everybody and do a clam collector, and then give clams to every worker. Okay. Corn and clams. Come on down to Cthulhu's Big O Seafood Restaurant. We got corn and clam, your two favorite seafoods. All right, can we unlock those then? Storage, there we are. Clam collector, corn plantation, corn cooker, and then we need storage next, I think. That'll be good. That's probably a good thing to build eventually so they don't have to walk all the way from the plank maker over there. Okay, so let's go ahead and plop down some food production buildings then. So the clam maker, or collector, could be right on the, yeah, shoreline. No surprise there. And it might need to deliver to a warehouse, so we'll see. But there is kind of that main market building there, so that's not too far away. So let's plop down a road. Boom. And yeah, we're going to still need more and more and more and more planks, so we should probably look for every building that we can that might be something that we could deconstruct. There seems to be a resource there. Not sure what that is. And I'm not seeing too many other buildings at the moment that we can claim or wreckage near the shoreline. So I think we're starting to become dependent on our actual labor.
Serve the deep.
But they're making planks into, or logs into planks very quickly, so that's good. Now, is there a way to see our supplies? Let's see. There. So we got our wood over there. So we could certainly cut a bunch more
Worship the
logs.
Great One.
Yeah, we could definitely do a lot more log cutting. Now we need to fulfill the clam need of every worker. Oh, it doesn't have a range. You think that would be sold at a market, but the fact that the homes need to be supplied from the actual the catching area, that's interesting. But we could probably also deliver it to a warehouse, and the warehouse might have a way to distribute much faster. Oh, and it looks like if there's ever a need, then we click on that bonfire down there. It's still there, not just like a little story element.
Worship the Great One.
Okay. I want more building materials. How many unemployed do we have? Total citizens 12. We have a few unemployed. That's definitely something we could do
Work for our God.
to try to get more people working in these buildings. So let's go ahead and add more lumberjacks then. Hopefully the overlap doesn't create a problem. %, there as well. Might go down when I build a road through, but that's okay if it's just slightly under 100%. That's good there. Okay, so we should have 4 log cutters now supplying the
Our
sawmill.
work for
Alright, now back to the farm. Let's see if we can do some corn growing. So we have to build a corn plantation and a corn cooker. Doesn't look like the corn cooker has any sort of range. So we could build it over here in anticipation of a storage building of some sort, like the warehouse we unlocked earlier. That building looks great. Go with that one. Builders are coming over to complete that as well.
Worship the Great One.
And we can locate the team. So each team is like a family. It's a little bit like Manor Lords that way then. You got people who are, you know, when we assigned a worker to, like, for example, the lumber mill, it feels to me like it's a whole family or a household, really. A crazy cult family.
we require workers, O High Priest.
Yes, yes, we'll do that now. And it looks like perhaps the longer that they work on a building, they get that specialization.
We require workers, O High Priest.
So if you have people cutting logs for a long time, they're going to do a great job.
We require workers.
Ah, yes, let's get more people onto catching clams. We'll do 2 different buildings here for now.
Require workers,
And
O
as we
High Priest.
gather more people, we'll then put them onto the clam shacks there. Cool. Alright. And it seemed to already provide food to them, that's why it was crossed off. If we add more people, though, it probably increases production. Okay, now we want a corn plantation, so let's do that. And we'll build a plantation maybe somewhere over here. And maybe a warehouse over here too. We'll see how plantations are built. It might be like an Anno where we click and drag a field and then it has to connect to the main building, but we'll see. Also, can corn grow in an environment like this? Just constant rain and dreariness? It seems so difficult to even, like, you know, prevent soil from becoming flooded in this case. It might be better for like an orchard or something, but even that's not great after a while. Alright, the corn need for every worker needs to be accomplished. We also need a... built our corn cooker there. Our plantation, we need a warehouse, I think, to connect those together. And there it is there. Increased global storage by 20 allows for unloading goods. And increases maximum storage. Okay, that's interesting. And now we've got a lot more wood here, too, so that's also good.
We require workers, O High Priest.
Anybody good at corn? Corn plantation. Ah, here it is, corn cooking. Alright, get you folks to work there. Okay, well, we're getting a lot more logs, so let's get some planks going, too. Build another sawmill there, so we can make those into planks, and then we've got ourselves... Uh-oh. Plantation produces goods from fields. Yep. Ah, exactly as I predicted. Yep. Just click and drag.
Fields, O High Priest.
Alright, so how do we plant a field? There we are. And let's plant it, I guess we'll go across this way. And that seems to also add variety as to who does what. And we could try to maximize the potential of each building. So a little slower than Anno. Instead of just building all the buildings required and then assigning the class to do the work, it's more of a little slower where you also have to manually assign everybody too. So first you have to attract the workers here, and then you have to assign them individually. A little bit more like maybe something along the lines of Banished. Or like RimWorld. So far, so good. Alright, let's speed up a little bit while we wait for corn to grow.
There is no outpost in rain.
Ah, you need a, wait, an outpost. You mean storage. Well, regardless, it seems to have worked. At least the first one.
There are no... We will be rewarded.
Okay, we got all those planks being made. And we'll try to build an storage building here then. So hopefully it can take supply from over here too. It's a little closer, just a little bit.
We obey. Worship the
Ooh,
Great
look at those
One.
numbers, good. Oh, and these are perfect conditions as well. 104%. If we get things right, we get a real big bonus for it. That's nice. Can we put resources up here? Upkeep costs for production of materials. Interesting. And there's different tiers as well. But I can't pick and choose what's up there. And there's also a faith cost. So faith is a currency.
No one requires our goods, O High Priest. Worship the Great One.
Your followers await your decision. Down here? No, in the middle.
Do you hear?
A lumberjack problem. People don't know what happens to some of the materials they produce. They're convinced that they disappear somewhere. They're afraid to approach the smelly end of the yard where strange indentations in the ground can barely be seen. Gobble light our path. Go and see if the missing materials are there. Gather the materials and cover the hole. Bring any spare hole that you find. Now let's go for the first one. People cautiously enter the hole. The silence is unbearable. After a short while, they reappear, holding lost materials. Ah, that's where they are. Strange marks, slime, and scratches. Followers look at you hesitantly, then proceed to clear a hole and close off the hole. Well, there we go. Now we got what we needed. Now let's make that corn. Builders will come over and build. That's good. And I guess we can connect a few more roads. Increase production that way. And that building's almost done. It's interesting. I'm not sure exactly, there's like a Victorian feel, but it feels a little earlier than that sometimes. It's got its own unique feel. Hard to tell exactly when we are or where we are. Now, we'll start to gain faith once we also start to produce that food, so that number should go up when they start getting what they need. Let's do another corn plantation as well. Ah, we need 2 of these. We need more favor. And that means we got to do a little sacrifice. There we go.
He will awaken.
Alright, then we'll be able to build another farm. But we got to wait 52 seconds.
I serve the deep.
Oh, there we go. Now we got 7 corn. That should be going towards the
There are no materials, O High Priest.
corn cooker. But I hope that's not much longer until food.
Do you hear his whisper?
I do. He says, "Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear." Okay. Anyway, let's see. We've got more material. Wow, lots more materials coming in now. Look at that. Everybody's pulling everything via wagon, too. Kind of cool that we can see what's going on the roads. It's not just a animation. It's kind of an actual delivery, so that's good. Complete the ritual. Gain more favor. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cthulhu, sir. Appreciate you. Big priest, sir. Okay, we're going to build another corn farm, and then we'll continue to fill this up. So that way we can max out. I'd rather have much more corn than we can process at the cooker. And then that way, if we need more food, we just build a second cooker. Listen to the anguish. Good. Okay, second building's getting constructed now. Builder teams have arrived.
Worship the Great One.
Production of corn is slow, or at least into food.
We need fields, O High Priest.
You sure do. I'll assign 1 corn farmer there. We already get like a bonus at the base level, so if we try to build 2 buildings and then give them 1 worker each, it might actually be better than 1 fully functional building. I'm not sure. Yeah, that looks fine for now.
Worship the Great One. Our work for our God.
2 medium buildings, yeah.
I serve the deep.
He will awaken.
Now, where does that food come from?
Worship the Great One.
Production here of the chowder is slow. Could try to attract more people. Additionally, I wonder if there's decorations. That'd be cool. Okay, we certainly want more people to work in some of those new buildings. Culinary harvest complete. Food provided.
Your flock's primal desires and cravings have been salted, my high priest, rendering them content and, most significantly, more devoted and productive in service to our sacred cause. Behold, your devoted acolytes stand ready, their zeal renewed, their faith unwavering, and eager to advance our noble pursuit.
Good, good. Do thy bidding. Unlock a beacon.
Priest, we must thrive and bolster our ranks. We require obedient
Let
and
us gather.
capable bodies, prepared for labor. But we lack a venue to attract new followers to this distant land.
Fulfill the prophecy.
We're gonna lure people to the island with a beacon. It must be under here. Ooh, pylons, summoning ritual sites, sheep farms. There you go. That's where we're gonna make our robes and such. Then we go down to an ale brewery. Oh, God, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Cow farms, office, wait, a storage office. We're gonna have like like actual commercial services, iron mines, a library, blacksmithing too. And then there's like a whole different tier to it. And this is just, again, pre-alpha stuff, so there could be way more tiers than this. I mean, this is just, looks to be tier 1 people, the initiates. Imagine the acolytes and then finally the disciples, and possibly more. Who knows? Okay, unlock the beacon altar in the Eldritch Favor window. Okay, that is there. Plop that down. There it was. Attracts new followers. Cool. Oh, we put the... Oh, I see. We're rebuilding. Alright, so we're doing a little renewal. A little urban renewal. Excellent. Asking for the faithful. The ritual allows you to obtain new followers by carving an effigy and making a sacrifice. Ah, so we can summon people whenever we want.
He will awaken.
Alright, so how do we summon for... Effigy of the First Awakened. Is that what we want, though? That seems to be something else. Or maybe we do it here at this building. Ah, it's done at the actual building itself. Obtaining new homeless followers. Beacon Altar allows you to obtain new followers for your cult. Completing the ritual will bring them to your... to all of your owned islands. Ah, so confirmed. We can have multiple owned islands, and that will bring them to many of them if we want. Good.
Let us gather.
Okay, so then we want to do this here, the begin ritual. We'll need more corn. So that's something we'll need to produce more of. And we've got no more actual raw corn, so it's making more than enough from what we have currently. So we got to increase our raw material production. So let's build another corn farm.
Oblivion Beck.
Good. Oh, and look, our negative income's down to 72. Negative 72, not bad. I mean, we got 11,000. It's not great, but you know, always want that number to be positive. But once we get more people, then it'll sure be a lot easier to get things done. Anything in the water floating? Another shipwreck out there. Looks like other people have tried. And it failed. Like Winterhome or something in Frostpunk. Okay.
We need fields.
Ready for corn.
O High Priest.
I heard a donkey.
We require
sure did.
workers, O High Priest.
There's nobody else really to work at this farm currently.
Worship the great.
Ah,
We
they do
require
have to have workers
O
working there
High
in order for it to have some base production. So I guess what we could do for now is take people off of the, maybe the logging camps? Just for now.
He will awaken.
So we just need
Honor
6
the teachings.
cooked corn. So let's see how that changes over time.
require work.
Production storage full.
We will be rewarded.
So too many people here. We've got 15 corn in storage, 4 being delivered
Our
now,
work for our God.
and 2 being delivered down to that altar down there. And being offloaded.
Fill the prophecy.
Now we have enough.
Honor the teachings.
Excellent. Yeah, this is cool. This got a lot more kind of like tedious task to attract small people, groups of people. It looks like the islands aren't so big yet, but again, this is a pre-alpha like intro to what the game will be, not necessarily a representation of all island sizes. Performance window displays the status of each production building. Oh yes, of course. We've been seeing that.
High priest, your people generate faith for you. Satisfy their needs, and they will offer even greater devotion. The more followers housed and fulfilled, the more you gain. Seduce new faith, build abodes for them, and see your cult flourish.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of abodes. Now we're going to have a plus 100 faith, too. Followers are awaiting a decision. Oh boy, another crazy one. A stone! Your followers bring you a stone. Its side carved with rows of glyphs, resembling a water creatures and waves of the ocean. What should we do with it? Leave it here. Must be a remnant of our predecessors. Demand your followers pay to see it. We get 1,000 faith. Well, let's do that. We'll take the immediate option. Ah, damn. I thought it would give us a permanent, not like one. I thought it would give us a one-time 1,000 and then maybe let us build something to get continuous numbers, but not this time. What else we got? Anything else? We need that 1,000 income, so we got to get at least, 100. We need to get 100 up. But people are on the way, as that beacon is now summoning more people. We'll just, have a few more homes ready. I see one of them here has a gear above it, it looks like. Or is that a hand? Oh, it's just the hand, okay. Talk to the hand. Asking for the faithful available to claim.
Fulfill the prophecy.
Oh, here they come. Another shipwreck, maybe? Oh. Well, they'll see that for miles. Oh, numbers are going up. People are arriving.
Your entreaties found favor, and thus came the reward. Now your god hungers for another offering.
Oh, we're luring people into the rocks.
Multiply and putrefy. Capture those lacking the vision.
Capture those lacking the vision. Is there combat here?
As a sacrificial gift, and your wisdom shall be required.
So our windows are green, and that's us and the corrupted cult, but other people are out there. Map allows you to quickly gauge the situation. Yeah, I imagine that.
High Priest, we must navigate the depths to claim distant shores and reach the unenlightened souls chosen to satisfy the hunger of our deity.
Interesting.
Let's invoke the primordial might of our Lord and Blessed Servant, as I fear, to extend our dominion over further realms.
Build a summoning ritual site. I think we have to unlock a new one then, right? Okay, so we'll need 15 then on that. So we'll have to do another crazy ritual.
Fulfill the prophecy.
Okay, so with that, then we should be able to, wow, we're going to actually take over like a whole nother island or something? Now we can see the other islands. There's going to be some sort of an attack. We're going to feast upon these souls. Here they are. So these are the normal folk. Ah. So it's almost like a rival faction, so possibility that we could have other enemies against us to conquer in different ways. Probably more than one way, more ways than one, as they say. Okay, this is done.
Do you hear his whisper?
Okay, do it again. Oh, we need more corn.
Oblivion beckons.
Okay. Now back to the menu. Purchase our summoning ritual site. Make a construction for that. Does it say where that is? Used for summoning demons ready to fight for the Great One. Whoa, we're building an army? We're actually building an army.
Fulfill the prophecy.
So where can we construct that?
Embrace your destiny.
Must have to build a different temple. That's it. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to be building naval units now. All right. Interesting. All right, let's see what happens. I wonder what kind of ships we may get. We're about to see some juicy combat here, possibly. I don't know. I don't know. We'll wait it out. More houses, perhaps, to keep those numbers up. Each demon invoked with summoning ritual site requires a pylon to be controlled. Starting the ritual requires sacrificing a specific amount of materials and followers, too. Oh, wow.
Embrace your destiny.
Oh, sorry, sir. Did I cut you off? My bad. Uh-oh. I'm going to HR now. Ooh. Okay, let's summon somebody. So we have to build an altar to do that, a pylon. Oh, we're rebuilding what already existed here. Well, let's start with 2.
Worship the bright, we will be.
Now, they still want robes and a re-educator, but it looks like it's going to take time for us to get through all that. We actually might go bankrupt in that time, but honestly, I think we'll be fine.
Worship the Great One.
Oblivion beckons.
We're just going to stand by for the blood, and we got it. So we're going to summon 1, but we need to make 3 sacrifices. Ugh. So we got to sacrifice our workforce too. So you want to sacrifice some low levels. So new hires. You're on the list. Yep, sorry. Yep, sorry guys. We're making cuts. HR.
Let us gather. He will awaken.
All right, now we're making that unit. Oh man, let's see what happens. Kind of running out of space. Some of the areas we can't build it up towards the top. Wow. No way. They became that? What? Ah. Well, that was the demo for Worshippers of Cthulhu. I'm assuming the people who were probably playing for 3 hours were probably maxing out all the homes and going down all the chains or whatnot. So keep in mind, when you build that last building there, it's going to, when you try to attack the other people, it'll say, GG, thanks for playing, and cut you off. So just don't do that last thing. Good thing I didn't. So just build all the other things like the robe maker and try to unlock some other things through sacrifice. This seems like it's got some potential to be interesting and a little promising for those of you who've wanted to see a Cthulhu-based city builder. Your prayers have been answered, I guess. I don't know if anybody would say that, but it's hilarious. I love it. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. You all take care. Thank you very much for dropping by for Worshippers of Cthulhu, and I'll see you all next time.